Firefighting Simulator Ignites Motor Vehicle Accident Expansion DLC adds some of the best hands-on rescue work I have seen in a firefighting game. This is not simply another collection of burning buildings. The expansion introduces serious road traffic incidents involving trapped casualties, damaged vehicles, fallen trees, leaking fuel, and as such, rapidly spreading liquid fires.
I found an unconscious victim here.
The hydraulic rescue tool has to be the star. I got the opportunity to remove doors, cut through roof pillars, and then fold the roof away, and even lift the dashboard to free a casualty whose legs were trapped underneath it. The player has to control the tool rather than simply just holding down a button. And the indicators move into the red zone, you have to ease off before continuing. Watching the dashboard physically rising and the roof folding away is absolutely superb. These sequences alone gave a much stronger sense that I was actually carrying out an actual rescue procedure rather than just completing a generic progress bar. The chainsaw adds another set of interactive jobs. I like the way that you have to start the chainsaw before you can use it. I had to pulse the trigger and keep the cutting indicators aligned whilst clearing these fallen trees from the road. And it took a little bit of practice, but once you understand it, the mechanics are very satisfying and quite realistic. Fuel leaks introduce another very serious problem. Damaged barrels and vehicles even can release flammable liquid which spreads frighteningly quickly. You have to locate the source, apply a leak-sealing compound, and then try and contain the surrounding fire before it hits another tank and that explodes. The combination of firefighting, extrication, casualty management, and hazard control creates some genuinely demanding incidents, especially when you hear that ominous whistling sound just before a fuel tank explodes. Unfortunately, it also exposes the game's biggest weakness, which continues to be the AI. Now, the AI, in my humble opinion, have received a bit of a bonus, a bit of a boost, and sometimes they're so effective you don't even get a chance to get involved in some of the rescues. But ultimately, they're still the weakest point in the game. Whilst the firefighters will regularly accept an order, they'll work on it for a few seconds and then they just simply wander away and go and do what they want. Other commands are rejected for no clear reason. Sometimes commands are rejected when I haven't even made any. And obstacles sometimes prevent me from directing firefighters working just a short distance away. I had one incident where I had fuel leaks on both sides of a car, but I had to be on one side and I therefore could not control my team to do what I wanted on the other side. Now that matters because these incidents depend on several jobs happening simultaneously. I cannot cut someone out of a vehicle, contain a spreading fuel fire, plug a leaking barrel, and manage every single casualty by myself. I need a team. I need the AI to be capable of taking 3 or 4 commands and then doing them in the order that I specified. Now, there are some obvious realism compromises, or issues, I would say. Still, nobody is allowed to die, and this has been further compounded by this DLC. Medics and casualties will remain inside or beside fully burning vehicles without reacting convincingly to the danger. They'll just stand there on fire, taking no damage whatsoever. It's a massive disappointment. One rescue allowed a roof to be removed when not every pillar had been cut. So sometimes if one side of a car is not accessible, you don't have to then cut the other side of the roof in order to fold it over. It just allows you to do it. Again, a disappointing lack of realism there. And still, the game continues to end your attempt of saving people's lives as soon as one casualty is lost. I genuinely feel like casualties can be lost and will be lost. It's unfortunate, and obviously you want to try to not let that happen, but your end score should reflect that. There were 10 casualties, you saved 9 of them, 1 died, you did a really good job, but you don't get full marks because you didn't save everybody. That's how I would like to see the game done. I'd also like to turn off all the highlights and everything that indicates where the people are. I would like that to be turned off. I want it to be a surprise. I know that sounds weird. I don't want to be fed the information. I want it to be as realistic as possible. I do genuinely feel like we need one more tier of difficulty. I play on the hardest settings now, but I think there needs to be one tier above that where there are no assists whatsoever. Despite these flaws, I absolutely love the new rescue mechanics and the tools that comes with it. The expansion gives new tools, new procedures, and genuinely different problems to solve. Now, in conjunction with the release of this, there's also a free update which unlocks the highway, which means we have more jobs, more fires to deal with and cope with, and lots of random events happening as well, which is fantastic. Firefighting Simulator Ignite Motor Vehicle Accident Expansion scores very highly from my perspective, and for existing players I highly recommend it. Just be prepared to fight against the AI almost as much as the emergency itself, despite the AI having had, I think, a little bit of an injection to boost their performance ever so slightly.
Dear sir or madam, will you read my CV? It took me years to get here. Will you let me be? I've always wanted to be a hero of the day, and I need a job, so I wanna be a firefighter. Firefighter. It's a fiery story of a fiery day, and my clinging wife doesn't understand my way. His son is working for the police, it's a steady job, but I want the flames, the heat, and feel like a knob. I keep saying this is it, can't you see? I need adventure, it's burning inside me. Firefighter, firefighter. It's 1,000 fires, give or take a few. I'll be ready up in a week or two. If you like my style, I can do it with flair, and I wanna be a firefighter. At your request, I swear. If you really like it, you can have my hat. It could start 1,000,000 fires for you. How about that? If you must return it, you can send it here. But I need a break, my future's finally clear. Firefighter, firefighter. It's a fiery tale that I can't deny. One last chance, give me the sky. Fire's calling, I'm ready this time, and I wanna be a firefighter. Just let me shine. Every ember and flame calls out my name. I'm more than just a dream, I'm in this game. From the ground to the heights, I'll soar, I'll fly. I'm standing here waiting, holding my head high. Firefighter, firefighter. It's 1,000 fires plunge into the hue. I'll be ready, oh yes, for anything new. If you feel my passion, just take a chance, and I wanna be a firefighter. Let's start this dance. So dear sir or madam, my wish is true. In every heart I'll leave a spark with you. With a fire in my soul, I'm ready to start. So let me be your